What's going on, everybody? Gonna play Luke Combs Better Together. I'm gonna teach you to play Luke Combs Better Together. This is a version that's very simplified. It still sounds great. You do need the capo for this song. I have it on the 5th fret. And it's 4 chords with a little riff, I guess you would call it. In the intro of the actual song, that intro riff is played on piano, and it's a lot more notes than I play here, but this is just like a basic way to play it solo, acoustic. And so yeah, jump right into it. The G chord is going to be our first chord to the C add 9. It's one of the most basic transitions in guitar. If you don't know it, you can play a G chord with the low E string on the 3rd fret and the 2nd fret on the A string. All right, and then the C add 9 is going to be those same 2 fingers except dropped down 1. So your 3rd fret on the A string now and your 2nd fret on the D string. And then your bottom 2 fingers, when you play a G, you can play it with just the 3rd fret on the high E. I like it, and I always play my G and C add 9s with the B and the high E string on the 3rd fret. So that's what we're going to do for this song. It's kind of song dependent whether or not you're open versus on the 3rd fret on that B string. But anyway, for this song, I've got them both on the 3rd fret there. So that's my G chord to my C add 9. So that's your intro and most of the song. So very, very easy. So all I do for this intro is hammer on the 2nd fret of the A string here. And then I pluck, I'm plucking the A string, no, I'm sorry, the B string and the G string. So I'm hammering on that A string, and then I'm plucking the B and the G. And then immediately coming to that C add 9, and again hammering with my pointer on the 2nd fret, which is now going to be on your D string. And then at the end of it, I'm just kind of playing around on the high strings there. So again, hammer on. And jump right into the song. So we're staying on that same chord. So 40 H.P. Johnson, there's your change, on a flat bottom metal boat. Again, Coke cans and BB guns. And then he changes to the E minor to like a D-F shape. So the E minor, again, and I'm keeping my 3rd fret here on the high E and the B, keeping that there the whole time. So I just come to the A string and the D string, and I'm on the 2nd fret there. That's your E minor, playing all 6 strings. And then from there, I am switching. Basically, the middle finger is going to come down 1 string. They're both going to stay on the 2nd fret. The middle finger is going to come down 1 string, and the pointer finger is going to come up 1 string. So now the pointer is on the low E string on the 2nd fret, and your middle finger should be on the G string 2nd fret. So that's that other change, that E minor to this D, F sharp sort of sound. And that's the whole song. So it's just 1, 2, 3, like it's 40 H.P. Johnson. There's your C add 9. That G, flat bottom metal bow. Again, Coke cans and BB guns. And now, so on the 4th measure, he comes to that barbed wire and old fence posts. And we repeat. 8-point bucks in autumn, freshly cut cornfields, 1 arm out the window, and then again to that E, to that DF shape. 1 hand on the wheel, and then you go, that chorus is the same thing. I play it the same way. Some things just go better together, and probably always will, like a cup of coffee and a sunrise. Now we're switching that E minor again. We're on the 4th measure. Sunday drives and time to kill. What's the, back to the G, point of this old guitar? If it ain't got no strings, and pouring your heart into a song, E minor, you ain't gonna sing. It's a match made up in heaven. So now that time you only did it one time. Match made up in heaven. He's gonna come back to that E minor D right away. Like good old boys and beer. And this is the only progression that's different. Other than that, all you need to remember is you're playing G to C add 9 and then E to that D minor. At the very end here, after you're on the E minor to the DF, I'm calling that chord the DF. Like good old boys and beer, you come to the C add 9 instead of back to like a G. And me, as long as, then you come back to that DF again. So the whole time we've been playing G, C add 9, G, C add 9, and then E to that DF. So again, we're doing that same thing. Good old boy, and then we're on the E minor, good old boys and beer. And then we come to a C add 9, and me, long as, back to that DF, you're right here. Then back to our little riff, which is just a G with a hammer on. Plucking that B, G, and hammering on again on that 2nd fret with the C add 9. Then he goes, second verse. Your lies into my wall. It's the same thing throughout the whole song. Then the bridge, I play the bridge the same way. So when he says, sometimes we're oil and water, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And I think he does change up the chords there in the actual song. But it's just, I don't know, it's easy enough. It sounds good enough. It's on the, that way you don't have to change anything. If, sometimes we're oil and water, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And if I'm being honest, you're first and my last name. So that's the only part that, you can play around there and see how you hear out the chords. He does change them up a little bit, but other than that, very easy song. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.